just how late in the game did you realize tonight that your role is about to get a whole lot bigger?
When they announced that I'll start.
How soon before tip-off was that?
When they do the intros.
Okay. What do you think? I mean, obviously you guys not only lose Kawhi, but you lose Marcus. How is that offense flowing so well, the ball movement, the player movement? How are you guys able to keep that going through three quarters so well?
Just playing selfish, really try to diagnose what the defense is giving us. I think we did a good job early, accepting traps and just getting off the ball, moving in, and then everybody being willing to attack the paint. So they pulled in heavy. I think we were getting in hopping early. Unfortunately, in the fourth, we just kind of stuck a little more and, just had some costly mistakes. Didn't stick with the game plan. We tried to attack their defense and then try to make sure that we were just sharing the ball and, get great shots, as many opportunities as possible.
Thanks, Reggie.
Thanks. Go to Law.
Hey, Reggie, as good as the offense was, especially considering the circumstances, this was another game where the team just did not get to the line at a high rate. Where, from your perspective, is the team struggling to draw the contact necessary to get to the line at a high rate, especially against a team that has struggled defending without fouling this season?
I think we just have to continue to, stay in attack mode. Like I said, get the ball hopping and then look for opportunities to attack off the attack. And then just, make it more obvious when there's not so many bodies in there. And attacking one-on-one, you're attacking gaps and guys are trying to step up, then it makes it a little more obvious, I think, for the refs that fouls are being called. But, we have to continue to stay patient. We have to continue to attack the rim. We can't get discouraged just because we haven't been to the line the last few games. We have to make sure that we continue to play our brand of basketball.
Thanks. We'll go over to Tomer.
Hey, Reggie, it seemed like even though you guys got some decent looks there late in the game, a few of them may have been rushed. Do you feel like maybe you guys just need to I know PG and Kawhi talked about not settling for the first shot down the stretch and maybe moving it around a little bit more and getting better shots. Do you feel like that's something you guys needed to do tonight especially?
I think it'll be something that we continue to get better at. But, as long as we feel like we got the ball in the right guys' hands, they're going to do their best job night in and night out to make the right decisions for us. A lot of the times, we trust them all the time. And a lot of times they find a way to pull it out for us to make big, tough shots. So that's the players that we're accustomed to having. They've been doing it for a long time in their career. So, like I said, we trust their decision every time. But, I think just throughout the season, we're going to continue to get better at finding comfortability in which shots that, necessarily we want down the stretch and when there's times to move it and how to attack defenses. But, mostly putting the ball in Kawhi, Paul, and Lou's hands, we trust them to make the decisions down the stretch for us.
Thanks. We'll take two more. We'll go to Mason.
All right, John.
Hey, Reggie, you touched on it earlier about kind of ball sort of sticking in the fourth quarter. What was Boston doing specifically to kind of stop you guys from getting the shots you wanted down the stretch defensively?
I think they did a good job of just continuing to use their length. Guys with foot speed, guys who length can play multiple defensive positions. I think they did a good job of trying to keep Tatum and Jaylen Brown mostly on the ball and in the pick roll situations that they were comfortable switching, and then comfortable also playing one-on-one defense. So in those cases, we have to still find ways to continue to attack them, whether it be getting ball screens from other places, whether it's setting double. So we have to watch film, figure it out, dissect it. But a lot of teams, unfortunately, have been hurting us right now with the switch, and we've been practicing it. So we're just continuing to get better. We got a break coming up here soon. We're going to do our best to get this win here in Washington in 2 days, and then we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to celebrate our guys who are going to Atlanta, who made the All-Star game. Hats off to Kawhi and Paul. And then after that, we're going to get back to work.
Thanks, Mason. Last question, we'll go to Cameron.
Hey, Reggie. Good game out of you with the season high, sir. But as you already know, and you touched on, the game coming down to the fourth quarter where you guys not able to get quality shots. What do you see as a fix for that? And do you think the offense not being fully installed, maybe there's something that uncovered yet that you guys can implement?
I think it's tough not having our I have our go-to player in Kawhi with the late scratch today. You know, someone who we're very comfortable just dropping the ball into and him getting a bucket or making the right decision. But after that, you know, we had quite a few, I think, lineups throughout the year. So we're still figuring each other out. Still trying to figure out some continuity where guys like the ball. More so, I think we've seen the switching defenses as of late. So, like I said, we're going to get back to the drawing board and figure out how to beat that, continue to work on it. But just continue trusting each other, trusting the guys who are putting the ball in their hands primarily to make the decisions. And then we're going to have to garner the trust of them to figure out how to defeat these switches and then how to get in gaps behind the defense and then get the ball hopping to make people pay, you know. Especially you've seen the great teams who are really good at it. The Spurs of the old, Warriors in the last few years, Utah this year. So we're going to take a page out of that book. And like I said, we're just going to have to continue to be hungry, continue to be students of the game, and come out here and put in the work and then, you know, get the results out of it later.
Thanks, Reggie.
Thanks, Reggie. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you. Have a good one.